Brought to you by Quiet Giant. Say less, do more.
Growing up right here in Cincinnati, he moved out west to pursue his...
Growing up in Tri-State, a man who got his big break in the mid-'90s singing with Warner Brothers.
Native has made a name for himself in the entertainment.
T.Rob Robinson grew up in Over the Rhine and went on to become a recording artist with the group Cold Premiere.
A Tri-State native who made a name for himself in the music industries and movies too.
From Step by Step here, we got Tony Robinson.
Yes, I'm good, bro.
He is the Quiet Giant, T.Rob. Y'all give it up for him right here.
T.Rob himself.
T.Rob.
Joining me is T.Rob.
T.Rob.
And a local raised in Over the Rhine puts his story on the big screen.
T.Rob, all right, man. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Appreciate you coming in.
Hey, everybody.
Thank you.
About to go do it.
Are you excited?
I am.
Are you happy to be home?
I am.
Yeah.
It's truly
Okay, cool. Robinson grew up in Over the Rhine and went on to become a recording artist with the group Cold Premiere. His life has been extraordinary, and he's making a documentary about it, with much of it shot right here in Cincinnati. And Tony's here. Thanks so much for coming in.
He's starting to shoot a film.
Is shooting a documentary about his life, and some of the filming is being done right here in Cincinnati.
And now Tony Robinson is telling us his story through a documentary film he's producing called The Quiet Giant.
Documentary, break it all down for me.
I love that this movie, The Quiet Giant, it not only chronicles your life, your connections, and how you facilitated other careers, but this is a launching pad.
I want to bring the celebrities here. I want to bring the event here. That's why I want to get with the mayor and some other, powers that are here in the city, and come together and make this event happen, because I think it could be really good for the city.
All right, well, we look forward to seeing this documentary, and you say you're going to bring it back and premiere it here in Cincinnati this summer?
The premiere of the movie, which I'm going to bring back here, I'm bringing the celebrities to the city. You know what I mean? So, Mayor, get at me. I want to get with the mayor.
A little swag? I see someone over here. Let's see here if I got a little swag.
Say why I take from Cold Premiere, y'all. This is the official T.Rob, the Quiet Giant hoodie.
And the proceeds from this go to...
It's going to the Children's Medical Center for asthma. And I've been getting a lot of great responses on these sweatshirts and hoodies. I got various colors. You can go to my website and get you one.
Follow T.Rob.
Proceeds are going to the Children's Medical Center for asthma. So I'm about it.
You got to visit with some kids at Children's Hospital, and you're moving these T-shirts, but you're moving them for a cause.
They are very special to me, and they represent what I represent, which is my city.
In a second, so sorry. Don in the back. Nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you. Good luck with everything, and I'll be back when the movie's all done.
Thank you.
T.Rob, it's been such a pleasure to meet you. I watched some of the film online, the part that you've released so far. It looks great. It's fascinating stuff. I love that you love your city. Look at you with your shirt.
I've been getting a lot of love on my hoodies and the shirt. And we about to get it. Tony's whole motivation wasn't chick, it wasn't female. Let me tell you that. Tony was trying to fulfill his new vision fantasy. There you go. There you, period, in the sentence. I was probably about 4 or 5 years old when it happened. When it struck me. I was living at 1818 Race in Over the Rhine, Cincinnati, Ohio. And I had an itch, an urge to be something more than what my surroundings offered. I was different from a lot of my friends. My passion grew as I grew. I desired something unimaginable, and I accomplished it. But it came with a price. I've been up, I've been down, I've been through pain. I've kept things from a lot of people. Well, now this time, I'm telling my story. I'm telling it all. I will no longer be quiet.
This is my story.
Hi, are you a small business owner and is looking for a way to promote your business? You want to grow your revenue? You want to tap into your demographics? Well, I've created an opportunity for you. That's right. Recently, I've started a show called I Am Legend local legends, and it has become fastly a popular platform. And because of the support I have received, I want to give back to small business owners. That's right. I want to allow you to promote your business during my show at no cost to you. All you have to do is submit your 30-second commercial, make sure it's of standard quality, and I will select your commercial to be played during my program at no cost. Take advantage of this opportunity and submit your commercials today. All you have to do is inbox me. Make sure it's in an MP4 format, and we're good. Thank you again for supporting me every Tuesday, as I will support you back. I appreciate it. Say less, do more. And remember, you are legend.
Nah. Hey, hold on. What up? Hold up. I need to know this, man. I need to know this real quick. So she's saying that she sure is yours, but you only met her online. You never even met her. You no contact, never even shook her hand. But she pregnant and now she's saying it's yours.
She said it's mine.
So what you gonna do about that, man? Hey, look. I mean, I guess Mary got Joseph. You know, that's great. So what if y'all break up or something and she take you to court?
It's a miracle.
It's a miracle. It's a miracle. Yo, what's up? Welcome to another episode of I Am Legend with your boy T.Rob. And we got a real nice, special, unique show tonight. First of all, I would like to just say thank you to everyone who has tuned in, followed, and kind of joined into this whole legendary local thing with me and the rest of the local legends out here who definitely, you know what I mean? They worked hard. And I talked to someone today who was a legend, and he mentioned to me, he said, man, you know, and like I said, everything, it's all of us together. It's a humble situation for, at least I know for me, and I'm sure for the rest of the fellas, you know, because most of the guys that are in this company right now that are, you know, we seeing here on this show are very humble people, and they really are appreciative. But he was saying something to me, B. He was like, man, you giving us a chance to do a do-over. Like, that's powerful, man. Like, not many, like, things that are very important to us to be able to do over. Like, the only thing we really can't really do over is life and death. You know what I'm saying? But anything beyond that, or I should say in between that, you know, if it's something that's pleasurable to you, it's something that meant a great deal to you, and you once thought that it was over, it was done, to be able to say, I feel like it's happening again. Like, that's powerful. Look, yo, give a round of applause, man, to everybody out there that's feeling good about themselves, you know, right now, because right on. Thank y'all again, man. I appreciate it. Y'all always show up, you know, on time, and y'all always ready to clap. And I already know them palms looking like some little bit of leather right now, because they go one more time for just for whatever. Clap, y'all. See what I'm saying? They clap on point. They always on point. All right. What's up, Rick? Boy, he must got a season pass or something. He in the same seat every Tuesday night at least. But anyway, I'm just saying we appreciate this. Here's what's getting ready to happen, y'all. A lot's about to happen. We getting ready to go into a new season because I'm approaching that 13th episode. And what I'm going to do is, after the 13th episode, we are going to bring you a whole new season with new treats, new styles, and everything. So I definitely want y'all to, you know, hang in there with me. I mean, what I'm doing is something just to entertain you, something to educate you on something that you may not have known about, or something that you were around in and just want to relive that again. Ain't nothing like reliving something that makes you feel good, especially when, you know, you're going through times where it's kind of crazy right now, and then you get an opportunity to go back and, you know what I mean, relive something that's hot, you know what I'm saying? So definitely appreciate y'all. And we're going to, I'm hoping to do something real nice for my final episode. And then what'll happen is the show will still be going every Tuesday, but we're going to have a small break to regroup up and bring y'all some new and improved stuff out here. You know what I'm saying? So once we get past, I think it's a couple more episodes I got. And then I'm going to take a break and we're going to make something happen, and we're going to make it happen right and nice. You know what I'm saying? So definitely give yourselves a round of applause out there, because, my people going to clap for you too for showing up, showing out. Tonight is kind of special. I got my man AK47 that's showing up in the building tonight, and we ain't gonna waste too much time. You never know what might pop up and happen on my show. Shout out to Al Catone for Al Catone's local pick of the night. I think he might have gotten booked somewhere tonight, but you never know. Al probably will show up out of nowhere, and if he do, he always welcome to do his thing. But shout out to all the legends out there, man, who came in the beginning of this whole program, man, when we was going through some rough edges, trying to figure out things. It's just going to get bigger. It's just going to get better. So a lot of those trailblazers that came through in the beginning, I'm having them back in a new season in a whole new fashion. So we're going to go at it the right way, and not like we didn't go at it the right way. We went at it the way we knew how. And you grow and you go as you grow and learn and all that other stuff. So we definitely going to bring y'all something. But just to give y'all a little bit about, my man AK47. Now, let me let y'all know that back in the day, just like all the legends, we covering a period of, like the late 80s, early 90s. AK47 was one of those guys that was, it wasn't about hanging in the popular cliques and all that. AK47, to me, my perception of him when we was coming up, was he was always serious, man. He just seemed like he was always serious, and he was serious about his art. And I always known him as a battle rapper, because every time you would see AK47 come through where, a group of, artists was at, we all kicking it around, somebody wanted to challenge him. And I ain't never seen him back down from a battle. Like, and I know it sounds crazy, because now we in the generation where battle, cats shooting guns at but you know what? Battling somebody was, a situation where you got everybody around you. You got a crowd, you got another man in front of you trying to expose all your flaws, all the bad stuff they done heard about you. They pulling out all punches. So when you going to battle somebody, it's like a boxing match. It's just you and that other person. Ain't no team, ain't no, all right, you go in to get him now, ain't none of that. They doing 2-on-2 now, but back then it was like 1-on-1. And AK went up against, some of the toughest of the toughest. I seen him go up against one in particular, one of my favorites, man, Mark Money. And, I'll let him get into that when we bring him on. But he definitely is in the building tonight, so we definitely want to give a round of applause for AK47. But I'm trying to think about what would be a good concept, like ending off the show. You know what I mean? First of all, I want to do some, I definitely want to do some shout outs. You know what I mean? Your boy getting that long hair. You know what I mean? It's growing, man. What am I going to do about all this? I'm going to let it grow. And then I'm going to get dreads, man. You know what I mean, man? You know what I mean? That's what I'm going to do, man. You got something on the Jamaican style, man? What you're going down there for, boy? Give me some rice and beans, man. I sound corny, and I already know it. But let me get some shout outs. What's that? I heard something. Somebody in the crowd. Watch this. Need my money. Send me my money. I did it. Send me my money. Yeah. Delicious. Well, anyway, as I was saying, my man AK47 has always been known for taking a challenge. That was my perception of him. Now, since then, he went on to, evolve in a lot of ways. Like, I think the thing about him too, man, he was always kind of secretive. Like, you didn't know what was going on. The only people probably really knew about what was really going on with him was his inner circle. Because, like I said, you didn't see him like, I never known him to be in with a certain group of people that everybody was, around. But that didn't mean that cats didn't respect him. Because when he came, like I said, I just remember he had the right name for his flow, man, because he was shooting them. And man, you was around and you saw that, didn't you? You witnessed it. That's how he came, just like that, and gunning. And the thing about him, though, man, he was so serious, but he was a cool dude, man, and still a cool dude. And since then, he's evolved. Now you can actually see him and he's involved with a pretty big organization, man. And I think the concept of it is dope, man. They go by the name of COB, and what it represents, man, is something that's unique to me. And the name in itself is just dope. And I'm gonna let y'all see a little something on COB. This is definitely Circle of Bosses. And the way these cats are doing it, I mean, the concept of it's not just a Cincinnati thing. I mean, they spread from LA all through the Midwest. I'm sure they down south. I'm sure they on the East Coast. And they got some real deal ball hitters in the camp. I actually seen some stuff with them with Dr. Dre. So just to give you an idea, and since then he's changed his name to Felony Loc. See, I was thinking of melody because I'm the melody maker, the undertaker, kicking the rhythms you can't relate to. I love it when the women are soft like Charmin. I step to them like Prince Charming. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to segue something when you get stuck. You got to find your way out of it, baby. Freestyling has always been the way, which is why I got this guy on tonight, because he was one of the best in the city. And I don't know if he gonna give us a little taste. I don't even know if he remembers some of his old joints that he used to, chop, through the airwaves, man, because he was slaying, as I said before. But tonight, y'all, and not too long from now, we're going to have him on the air. We ain't going to have too many interruptions. We don't have too many commercials. We're going to get right to the nitty gritty and start talking to my man and find out about his journey, because it's been years since I heard about him and heard from him, I should say. And I know in those years, he's had this, like all of us, and I want to hear about that. And I want my viewers out there to get to know AK47 now, Felony Loc, who is actually in the building and gonna give it to y'all tonight. So put your hands together again for Felony Loc. And you never know, he might have a couple surprise, guests, friends, family. You never know, coming in, chiming in with him. But we definitely gonna get to the nitty gritty. And before we do so, please be mindful to stay safe out there. Wear your mask. A lot of the schools, a lot of the curfews are being lifted. A lot of cool things are starting to happen. But keep in mind, man, everybody is not been tested. Everybody has not been, the way you feel about being vaccinated. I don't, my whole thing is I ain't even ready to say nothing. I'm just going to say, I'm not cool with not knowing what, and maybe that's what I lack, the knowledge or the information as to what someone wants to put inside my arm or body or whatever. So I don't know. And I don't know how long it's going to be before I take the liberty to research it. So it might be a long time before I even get, But anywho, definitely, man, y'all be safe out there. And before we get into this show here, I gotta pay respect to people that show up, man, because I'm I'm big on that, man. I definitely got to give a shout out to the legendary Drag Not Whack, y'all. He in the building. And Sarah, quit asking him if he brought his cape with him. He got it. It's out in the trunk. Follow him to it. You will find out. All right, Drag Not Whack in the building. Shout out to my man Jeff Blackwell. Yeah. Delisha, funny ass Montgomery. Man, it's the funniest girl, man. This girl here. Listen, if y'all want to laugh, Delisha Montgomery, go to her page. Dalesha Montgomery. Just go look at her pages, man. She funny, man. She hilarious. Cool people too. My man from the Bond Hill crew, my man Master E, who's in the building, who's always in the audience every Tuesday. Yeah, man. Hey, listen, y'all, check this out. Don't sleep. The Bond Hill crew will definitely be back. We're already talking about it. It's coming in the new season. We know we had that situation last week where we had a couple of, situations that got in the way, technical difficulties, where we wound up researching and finding out Master E, believe it or not, it was a Bluetooth issue. So it really wasn't a real major problem, which makes me feel good because I was worried about, okay, it's kind of hard to really dissect these issues when you're not there with them and you're really not a tech guy. So that's two kind of like things against me right there. I'm not a tech guy and I'm not there locally in Cincinnati right now, but I will be there soon because the weather's getting better and it's time to take off the sweater and say, do whatever. That's clever. Bars. FT. Bars. So, what's up, Jenny? Jenny back in the house, down the way, OTR representing. You know what I mean? What's up, Manya? I see you, Manya, Downey up in the house, too, checking in as she said she would. Yeah, it's legendary, Sarah. I know you want this cape, his cape, not this cape, because I don't wear a cape. And I went to Cape, but I don't wear a cape. And that's what my man Joey Young, Joseph Young, one of my first friends, y'all. Me and his mom, my mom's and his mom's was best friends. They had us a month apart, and that's my boy. What up, Julie? Julie up in the house by way of Atlanta, Georgia, from Cincinnati. Julie Hardy is up in the house tonight because Julie is trying to do big things out there. And like I told you, Julie, I'm in the house with you. Just let me know what it is you're trying to do. And if everything makes sense and you make, if it makes sense for you too, then it shall come. And I'm a firm believer in that. So keep staying down, keep staying around because we and you know that it's going to go down. Bars. I might challenge my man Loc tonight though. I always was in the back. When you see two people fighting and you be moving with them like you fighting with them. I used to see them. Because I couldn't do. I was a singer. I'm with Cold Premier. These brothers out here going at it. And I'm like, man, I wish I could jump in there. I would say this, man. My stuff was so elementary. Like, if you want to get with me, I'll hit you in the face, and then I'll turn around and spray you with some mace, and then I'll run and tie up my lace. Now don't step in my face. You a disgrace. He's a hater. Did you get rid? You take them COVID pills? Did you get the vaccine shot? Drinking again, boy. So anyway, shout out to Marcus Stokes from Cold Premier, y'all. Yeah, man. The audience is growing. Shout out to the vegan goddess, y'all. Keish. Shout out. She doing a lot of things out here, y'all. She out here. I felt like Hercules. She doing a lot of things, man. She was just on the news last week. Don't mess with her, because if you do, I'm gonna tell you one thing. She gonna have you tied up and twisted up. You ever see that movie called Pacific Heights? And it was based in San Francisco. It was two guys. I got not Tom Hanks, but the other Tom guy. Whatever. He was Michael Keaton. Okay, man. He's a top A-list actor. Pacific Heights. Some of y'all probably seen it. Dude was a scam artist, went in there and just worked his way on these homeowners' property, had them all in court and everything, just turned their whole life around. And eventually they found out, I mean, it was a struggle. The vegan goddess would have had that case done in 3 days, man. Them owners of that house couldn't figure out how to get rid of them, couldn't figure out how to get lawyers to get them from taking over their properties and all that. The vegan goddess would have had that done in 72 hours because that's what she do. So don't mess with her because she'll have you done in 72 bars. Angela Anderson in the house. What's happening with you, Angela? Thanks for coming through. Stay in, stay around because it's going to go down. What up? What up, Rave? Okay, so check this out. What's up, Courtney? How you doing down there in Miami? Is that Dee Foster? Dee Foster in the house. Man, Dee out here doing big things. Dee out here on tour right now with, I don't know about right now because it's virtual, but Dee is one of the Boy George's background singers. And I don't even like to call vocalists like her background singers. She is the lifesaver to the lead singer because they come and they go with it. You know what I mean? And Dee Foster in LA, Dee's from Cincinnati, but we was all kind of in our little like Rat Pack little gang in LA. We was just a clique of Cincinnatians who was out there trying to do their thing in LA and was making moves. And, whenever I had projects and whatnot, I knew to call Dee. So we did a project with my girl Ear called Hang On. And Dee ended up being one of the vocalists on that project, as well as Diane Gordon. Shout out to Diane Gordon. Yeah. Diane Gordon is the lovely Diane Gordon. She's on tour with Christina Aguilera, Jessica Simpson. She did a lot of stuff. Janet, like these women, man, are tough. You know what I mean? And then also shout out to the other young lady that most of y'all, or some of y'all might have heard of, CeCe Peniston, y'all. She also was on one of the projects. And man, we just used to have a ball in LA. So it's good to see the Dee up out here, man. Dee, I got to get you, we got to talk. You know that. Because your girl, Carrie, you know what I mean? And I told her, I said, if I know you cool with Dee, that's why you dope like that. Because, that's what y'all flock together. Let me see something here. Hey, hold this and click on 5 when they say the inmate, will you accept his call? Thank you for using Global Tel Link. Let me see. So that's speaker. That's the speaker, though. What up, G? Yo, what's happening, man? Was everything good? Hey, man, yeah, you kind of called me at a good time. Look, I'm taping my show right now, but guess who I got? First of all, y'all want to let y'all know, and ain't no shame in the game. Dee gonna trip out when she hear who this is. I got G.I. George Johnson on the phone with me right now, y'all, and he's calling from Chino. Yeah, definitely apply. Listen, he's calling from Sacramento because he's right now in the Chino state. I think it's a Chino penitentiary or whatever the case is. He's serving he already on like 21 years out of a 32-year bid. And it's a whole lot of, kind of weirdness going on in that case, especially now that we've been seeing all the injustice that's been going on. He's been accused of attempted murder on a LAPD. And, I know G. G was a part of my clique out west, man. And like I said, G is Cincinnati boy as well. A lot of y'all is from the I guess that would be the East Side. G. What's that? Madisonville, Kennedy Heights,
Warner Hills, Avondale, downtown. The whole business.
513 all day, baby. 513. So G, I wanna. Okay, my audience, sometimes they're a little off, man, but they still get the job done. But anyway, man, to the listeners out here, I hate Dee. Look, Dee Foster said, "Gee, son, it's probably been forever." She want me to tell you she love you.
Peace with her. How she doing? Everything good? For the family, everybody cool, huh? Love her too. God bless me. Hope to see her soon.
So, G, tell us a little bit about what's going on with your case, man. I mean, real quick, like a briefing, because we talked earlier. You told me that you got mad respect for AK47.
Oh yeah. AK one of the original gangster rappers from the Natty, man. I was there when AK blew up, man. So
What you?
Out to all the brothers out there, the legendaries and the natty, man. It's all good.
What you remember about AK, G?
AK had that. He had that fast gangster rap flow.
That's what I told you.
Him and Ronnie Ron, and that was the other brothers to hang with y'all used to rap all the time, man.
I'm wanting. I don't want to say Mark Money because I just remember them battling, but nevertheless, man, tell us what's going on with your. What up, Frank Nitty? Happy birthday to my brother. My brother just celebrated his birthday yesterday. So today on my show, I want to tell him happy birthday. Nitty said, "What's up, G?"
Happy birthday, Frank. We're having the brother coming home soon, man. See y'all soon, real soon.
So what's
court date back in April, you know? So couple more months, man. Couple more months.
So you got a court date in April. Where's the case at, man, right now? Like what you feeling, like where your intuition's at in terms of, you know, them opening up them bars for you, man? Because you've been down, man. You've been down since my son. You know what, man, hey, if they knew, like I said, same with Tico, I stayed with him through his whole bid. Have I not been with you, brother, through your whole 20-something years?
Oh yeah, homie, you been down for sure, so you know it's all good. One love.
And I'm gonna be there, man, because I already, you know, I can only imagine. I ain't never been down, but I'm able to experience that through you. Like I know I done learned some stuff that go on in the system, man. And it's deep, man. And the inmates is running it, and they got rules and laws that apply only on the inside. That man, they walk by a real serious, like it's discipline. You get out of bounds once. You got disciplinary action coming. Now, whatever level that's going to be on, that determine on whoever's calling the shot. But it can be brutal or it might be pretty light, man. G, have you been holding yourself down, man, through the COVID situation?
Man, it's been a struggle, bro. I've seen people die, man. You know what I'm saying? Some of my close people that's been to me done died from the corona up in here, man. So they done. You know, they finally done got a hand on it. You know, they came with the tent and everything at one time and sending people to the hospital. And, you know, a few people came back, some people didn't, you know.
Right.
So, you know, they done broke the population down to where it ain't that many people. You know, we social distancing. We've been doing that for almost a year now. So we ain't had no visit. We ain't had no services or nothing, you know, just being all social distancing and keeping your hands clean and keeping everything good, you know.
Well, man, you know.
Real, man.
Well, listen, man. Before I get out of here and let you go and bring in my man, AK. Matter of fact, I want you to hang around because I want him to be able to, you know, holler at you and say what's up. But like just to give people, you know, an example, because you up in there on some real shiesty type of stuff. But give them an example, man, of the stuff, of some of the, like, you know, the horror stuff that you had to deal with. That, you know, that them taking them years of your life away. What that has caused for you, like some of the downsides of that shit, man.
Man, just lost everything. My freedom, you know, time, you know, 20 years, you know, 20 years of this wasn't in my goal plans of being locked down for 20 years. You know, we came to California to follow a dream. You know, a dream to be award-winning producers, directors, you know, take over the industry, the entertainment industry. So this wasn't part of it, man. You know, so this has been my worst nightmare. I've been living it for the last 20 years. So, you know, that's the main thing right now.
And yo, crazy, and I already know, you know, you had to deal with issues up there. You done had to defend yourself and squabble in there, man. And here's what's crazy though, what people don't know is that you up there in California. Most of the other cats that's in there is from out west. You one of the few that's from, you know, the Natty alone, just even in the Midwest. But being from the Natty, that's like you like the lamb in the field, really.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, everybody got people from all over the world in California, man. So it's like, you know, I'm bumped elbows with a little bit of everybody from. You know, I've been learning Chinese, Japanese, you know, Arabic. I've been learning all kind of different stuff from all different information over the years. So it's been a blessing, man. You know.
Right.
Network with all kind of people, learn all kind of international things. So
right.
So it's been a blessing and it's been a curse at the same time. But you know how we natty kids do. We make the best out of anything.
You already know, man. Well, you know what? Well, you know what, man? You know you always got love for me, man. That's why we've been down, man, since day one, man. And I want you to hang on the line, man, because I'll be right back with my man AK47. We're gonna spin a little something for y'all, man, and then when we come back, we got my man AK47 in the house, y'all, getting ready to do his thing.
Niggas is out here doing cops shit. Let these niggas know what the cop gang like. Soft the boss. Drip season, baby. Every day. Running them numbers up. Every night.
Welcome to our world, y'all. Cobb World, COB. This is an initiation, an invitation of sorts. Yo, Quake, Felony Loc, Queen called COB. Fuck with me. 44 Magnum, got my pants sagging. Everybody know I'm from COB. I ain't said tripping, I'm just getting money. Gotta take my click to the TOP. Ghetto boy dreaming, me and my team in, trying to get $1 billion on GOD. Old school skating, I'm still regulating. R.I.P. Nate, D-O-double-G. Now bounce with a nigga, bounce with a nigga.
This is COB TV right here, you know what I'm saying? Filming the video for Hot Sauce, you know what I mean? Family business on the Flag EP. I'd like to thank everybody out there that supported the EP and just continues to support it and stream it, you know what I'm saying? We right here, Cali lifestyle, but we just trying to bring, you know what I mean, our essence to it. We just want to show y'all how we lounge out, you know what I mean, over here on the West Coast. Feel me?
Ghetto though, hot bag of Cheetos, Red Rooster, that's the keto. Half the world want my Tapatio. All my niggas got guns and shit. All my niggas sell drugs and shit. All my niggas got a scholarship. Get a good career and still love this shit. Hot sauce, nigga, hot sauce. Everybody got hot sauce. Old schools with the tops off. Her head hard, but the box on. Born poor, we gon' die rich. Born poor, we gon' die rich. Born poor, we gon' die rich. Hot sauce, nigga, hot sauce. Born
Yeah, man. Hey, they got some hot stuff, brothers. They got some hot stuff, man. Give it up for my man, the one and only Cincinnati Legendary, formerly known as AK47, Felony Loc, y'all.
T.Rob.
What's happening?
What's good, man? It's good to see you.
Man, likewise, man. Anytime I see, man, cats still look the same to me, man. And I ain't seen you in years, man. But when I see you now, I'm right back in the 80s right now, man. How you been, fam?
I've been good, man. You know what I mean?
this-
God has blessed me. You know what I mean? He's walked with me, you know, all these years. You know what I mean? And I've been good, brother. You know what I mean? How you been, man?
Man, I've been hanging in there, man. If I had your hand, I'd cut mine off.
Shit. I keep mine in my pocket.
Hey, you got to. Just in case you got a rocket. Hey, listen. I got one of your mans here with me, man. I know you heard him on the piece before bringing you on, but G, I got him on the line with you, man.
What's good, homie? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Yeah, man. Thank you, my guy. You know what I mean? You know, and I know what it's like to be behind them walls, man. You keep holding on to keep that head up and keep moving straight forward, keep your chest to the wind, man. You know what I mean? And you're gonna touch that daylight, man, and touch that concrete, man. You know what I mean? We got much love for you out here.
Yeah, man. Yo, G, listen, I want you to as much as you can hang around, man, because just in case somebody got questions for you, I definitely wanna rap with you, man. But as always, man, you know, I got your back, man, and I'm gonna make sure more people know about your situation and your website and everything so that you can get the help you need, fam.
Exactly. It's all good.
It's on, man. It's on. So, to the show now. AK. Now, I heard different stories. I heard some cats say AK started out playing instruments. AK started out wanting to play sports. And then this person from this crew taught you how to rap. This person from that crew. But then I'm hearing you was pretty much around like during some of the beginning of these cats. Like, I don't know if it was a little bit after the Bond Hill crew or somewhere in that area, but I know it was like towards the mid to late 80s, right?
Right. Because I got started in 85. I was 15 years old. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that you mentioned Bond Hill crew. I did one show with them, and it was at the Zodiac in Avondale.
Okay.
And it was the Bond Hill crew, and their DJ name was DJ Lightning Ray.
Okay.
And it was dope. And that's like, if I'm not mistaken, that's like the first and only show that I ever did with them.
Right. Now, what was that like, though, man? Like, because for me, when I first seen them, man, they reminded me of Run DMC, man, so much. What was that like for you seeing somebody like that in our city during those days?
It was hella nice because all of their styles was different, but them being together created a style in its own.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then you had, Big Daniel scaring the shit out of everybody. So you better like, you know what I mean?
Meet me in the front row. Daniel like, look, I'm going for you dead whoop your ass. Meet me in the front row.
Right. You know what I mean? And they really had great stage shows, man.
Right.
I really love their stage shows, man.
Yeah. They had intros, skits.
Yeah.
And that's something to me that's something to me that's missing today. Now, what's interesting is that you still moving forward, you still doing your thing. You've elevated into not just an artist but a CEO now. How difficult do you feel that it is for you to either adjust to what's going on today with the artist versus sticking to where you at, in your category, in your lane? Do you feel like you got to kind of taste some of what they got out here cooking in order for you to be relevant, or what's your situation?
Well, for some years, like almost 10 years, I like walked away from the game. You know what I mean? Because I was frustrated. You know what I mean? I had already signed deals, and because I didn't know the game, I got. You know what I mean? One company, I'm still fighting with royalties. From way back then. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's funny when before the online streaming even was a factor, like it wasn't even a part of the internet, even putting music on the internet. It wasn't. I had met up with this guy, man, and he had presented me, with a lot of the paperwork and this layout plan for online music. So my first thought, because at that point in time I was starting to learn more as far as the business aspect, my first question was, okay, I put my music online. How am I going to get paid? Because it wasn't, I was shocked when he seen it, when he showed it to me, you know what I mean? So, and I was like, nah, I didn't know nothing about it. So I wasn't trying to touch it. We were still in the physical copy era, CDs, tapes, and wax, and jump to now and thinking back to then, I'm like, well, damn, maybe I should have got on that. Then maybe, you know what I mean? I'll probably be further along than what I am. But of course, God's plan is God's plan. You know what I mean? But, skip to now, I appreciate what the young guys are doing. You know what I mean? They moving, they getting it in, but it also oversaturated the industry. because it's leaving that side door open for any and everybody. Now it's just, hey, you know, you go in the studio, you record a song, you know, and then you upload it on your computer, press a button, bam, it's out there.
So,
you know, when
real, do you think, okay, when you say oversaturated, do you think what the difference between the era that we came up in, it wasn't oversaturated because it was so many available lanes? Does it seem like it's one lane now to you, or very few lanes?
Well, back then to me, it was one lane because it was one lane for those who put in that leg work. Back then, if your name was known around the city, around the state, outside of your state, crossing state lines and all of that, that was because you actually had to physically do leg work. You see what I'm saying? If you was known, if your name rattled doors, you was putting in work. You know what I mean? Now versus now, you know, you could just put build a profile, you know, ain't nobody ever seen you in person, and you could just toss it out there. And that's what makes it oversaturated, because there's no filter for that. You see what I'm saying? Only, you know, certain people who had the drive or the know-how back then to get out on them roads and pack up in the car and go here and go there and, you know, print up your own copies, hard copies. That was the only way you could do that. You had to print up, you know, you had to go through disc makers.
You spent the money before you made it, for sure.
Exactly. You know, and you had to work and you had to build to get that, which to a certain extent, you know, now it's like that. You have to do a lot more finger work.
Right on.
You know what I mean? And
you got to use that all the time.
Yeah, you got to think all the time, and you have to have, you know, a solid marketing scheme.
So
know?
Let me ask you this. I heard in one of your pieces, which is something that I saw, man, that I'm definitely gonna give to my audience here in the near future, especially as you start releasing your music. I want to be able to let people get to know more and more about what's going on with the new movement, the COB. This video that's out that kind of showcases various different people from different places around the U.S. You know, representing this one movement. And I'll get to that, but it was a particular joint I was listening to from you as well, where you say you went from battle rapping to, you know, and you went on and on. And I was glad to hear that. I was glad to hear that, because I was like, I know I wasn't dreaming, because it was not too many guys out there that was really coming real fierce with the battle thing. I mean, the Bond Hill crew had they battle cats. You know, of course, you know, I know you was doing your thing, and then you had Marky K, Mark Money. Y'all seem to me, I don't know, maybe I hope my memory serves me right, but didn't you and him battle before several times?
Yep.
You and to be honest about that, before we go now. To me, I always thought that for some reason, I love the fact that, you know, you got a cat like who was like a Tyson knocking cats down, but I also love when he meets that one guy that kind of like, oh,
right.
That seemed like that was you and him, man. You know, let me know if I'm wrong or right in this. No respect to my man, and God rest the blessed, because that's what Mark Money is. He's a king by all means. But you was the only guy I can recall that I seen live that gave Mark Money like a reason to want to like, whoa, okay, let me pull this out. Y'all both was going at each other like bitch.
Right.
Now, share some of those memories, man.
Now, when it comes to that, when I first started at 15, it took me probably about a good 5 years, you know, to write a rap. You know, because I didn't know song structure. I mean, even though I recognized song structure, I didn't know how to do it for myself. You know what I mean? So I was a freestyle artist. And I heard you mention earlier, you know, you was mentioning my rap style, which was a triple time and double time rap style. I actually learned that style from watching I used to watch Auctioneers on Sunday. The Auctioneer shows used to come on Sundays, and I used to watch it because I was thrilled at how the actual auctioneer used to rattle off those numbers like that, right? And one day I'm watching it, and I noticed that it was a rhythm to what he was doing. So I would walk around to myself all the time, and I would just freestyle, but I would try to emulate that delivery.
Man, that's unique, man.
So, you know, that's where that style came from. But when it comes to Mark Money, I had always heard his name, you know what I mean? And you know, we had the Skywalk back then. And Mark Money had this song. Oh my God. And it had what's the name of that song, man? And it had the music to was it Days of Our Lives?
I don't remember,
Or
man.
As the World Turns. One of them soap operas.
It was some soap opera thing, and it might have been As the World Turns.
And that was one of the songs that, you know, one of his songs that was bumping. And you know, it used to be big events and stuff like that downtown. You know, anytime something cracking downtown, Fountain Square is packed.
Oh, that was the spot that's where you meet.
You know what I mean? I don't care if it was Jazz Fest, whatever, it was packed. Even on regular days after school, it was packed. You know what I mean? So, and that's where a lot of my battles happened at. So I knew that I would catch Mark down there somewhere, sometime or the other.
So you was looking for him. You was looking for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was looking for him the whole time. So, and this is what's funny about it. The day me and him came across each other, I wasn't looking for him. So we was on 6th Street, right across the street from Fountain Square in front of McDonald's.
Right.
And it was, you know, in the afternoon. So, you know, everybody down there kicking it or whatnot. So people seen that we came across each other. So that's when the crowd started forming. Somebody went and amped it up, you know. Oh, it's going down. It's about to crack. You know what I mean? So I knew he could rap, but I had never seen him battle anybody.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I had never been around to witness him battle anybody. So I didn't know what his
style was.
His style was, his battle range was. I didn't know anything about that. You know what I mean? I knew that, this cat, his name is ringing bells, and I got to go to church. You know what I mean? It cracked off. He went first, and I'm standing there like, oh my God. So he started going in, right? And he's talking about what I got on. He's going with my shoes. He started picking people out the crowd, talking about them. I said, holy shit. I said, boy, I gotta come, right? I gotta get it in with this one. I can't come up short. So I went at him, you know, and he gave me that look like, okay, this about to be, you know what I mean? This ain't about to be a, you know, I ain't gonna be able to run over him. But he came back again and he tore my ass up. Right?
Man, right.
So I took that on the chin. I said, okay, I'm gonna catch you again.
Okay.
Went home, perfected my style, kept going, kept working on my shit, developing that freestyle. We came back again. I think it was a jazz festival night. And me and him probably went 10 rounds.
Damn.
And we just going back and forth, going back and forth, going back and forth. And by that time, I had the ability to remember what somebody says to me in a rap. And I'll spit it back at you, but I'll reverse it.
Damn.
You know what I mean? And I had the, you know, the fast rap style and all of that. You know what I mean? And we ended up becoming homies, you know what I mean, like a motherfucker. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man. Yeah,
You know,
man. Yeah, man.
anytime we came across each other, man, it was always love, man.
Right,
And
right.
as a matter of fact, right before he passed, we was all down at Trotters, and we just happened to all, you know, happened to come across each other. We was in Trotters, man, and we sat outside, man, and we kicked it and we chopped it up. We bust some lines, you know what I mean? You know, tripped out, smoked, drank, you know what I mean? Then it was like maybe a few months later to almost a year later, and that's when he passed. I was like, damn, man. I said,
yeah, man.
geez, that was my homie. Same with Danny O. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was my guy, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
And not too long before hold on, wait a minute. This was probably like the last time I seen Danny O, he came to one of my birthday parties.
Okay.
And I was like in my late 30s. And he came to one of my birthday parties. And then after that, you know, I didn't see him no more or whatever. And then I think that was like maybe 2011 or 2012, I think he passed. You know, and I was real salty about that. You know what I
That
mean?
was that was both of those, man, was hard because you know, the thing is, man, they both went from illnesses. The great thing is they didn't go from what people would normally expect, you know, some street
Especially
stuff.
these days. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
especially these days, you know, Daniel had dealt with diabetes and Mark dealt with a brain tumor. And
Right.
we definitely, man, you know, had a thing back then where we all, no matter how many different cliques you were in, we still had a common denominator, man, and that was that art, and that's how we came together. Even if we was from two total different neighborhoods that didn't even vibe with each other, that music kept us
Right.
there. And
Right.
speaking of,
Right.
like I said, now we on COB. How did that come about? Now, okay, now you end up doing some time in the joint, right? You did what, about 5 years?
Nah, I did 3.
You did 3? Damn,
I
near
did
that's
3 late 94 to 97.
okay. So you get locked up for 3 years. During this time, is this when you kind of like made the decision that I'm done with that, man? I'm just gonna, you know, lay down this time and, you know, come out on something different.
Well, no matter what street stuff I was involved with, I always had the mindset that if I ever got caught for whatever it was I was doing at that time, that I wouldn't get caught twice.
Yeah.
So, you know, but once I made that trip, I said, oh no, I'm cool.
It ain't happening.
You know what I mean? You know, given the fact that, you know, I served time for some other people.
Yeah, that's
You see what
it's a
I'm
lot
saying?
of those.
You know, the situation that I was in, you know what I mean? I'm the only person that went and served time. Everybody else got to walk. You know, and I was facing federal time. I was facing 10 years in the feds.
Man.
You know what I mean? And I was the only one to go in. You know what I mean? I didn't find that out until after the fact. You know what I mean? But once I got out in 97, I was like, oh no. You know, because when I went in, it was at a pivotal time, you know, in my life. I had my oldest daughter, she was a baby. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I was in a position, even though I was going at it with the label that I was signed to at that point in time, you know, things was going cool, but things were also kind of rocky, you know what I mean? Because I was signed to that label, Dalt Records, which is dollars adding up like Tadal. The record label was in Walnut Hills on Gilbert.
Okay.
Their flagship artist was named Shot Slim. He was from Lima, Ohio.
Right.
You know, and the owner of Dalt Records was a guy named Pudge.
Okay.
But at that time, Pudge was serving time at that time, you know, so there was an acting person in his place. And you know, they came across me, you know, rapping at a club or whatever, and they, you know, oh, hey, we want to sign you or whatnot, or whoop-de-wop. So I was like, you know, cool, you know. And then came the Shy Slim project, you know, they was in the midst of working on. So, you know, I ended up ghostwriting on that album. I did some co-production on there, and I also rapped on that album. That album it kept selling off the shelf. But due to some things that happened with the label, money wasn't right. They weren't able to shelf his album again on the put it back on the shelf. I think after about the third or fourth rotation of having to reshelve because it kept selling out, they couldn't reshelve, put it back on shelves again. So next thing you know, one day I got a letter in the mail, and it was from Dalt Records saying that, hey, we won't be able to fund any more projects. And mind you, my album was due to be released after his. So I was like halfway through with recording that album, and I got that letter. And they say, either you can leave, and go on your own venture, or, you can stay on, you know what I mean, until 97. And so I was like, no. And then at that time, one of my old school homies from out west named Kevin Black, he was working the A&R department for Death Row. They came here on a promotional tour for the Murder Was the Case album project.
Right.
And go ahead.
So let me ask you this though. So when you discovered, like, are you out of a contract now, right?
Oh yeah. I was out of a contract when they sent me that letter.
So when you got with COB, how did you come about them? Like, because that seemed like a unique movement. Explain that movement that y'all got going right now in quick words, if you can.
All right. I became a member of Circle of Bosses in 2015. I hooked up with Crook on the Sex, Money, and Hip Hop tour in 2015. They came to Newport, Kentucky. At the what's the name of that place over there? It's right across the bridge. I can't remember. Thompson House. That's what it is. And me and him chopped it up. You know what I mean? Broke down a few bars. You know what I mean? And we talked business, and that's how I ended up becoming a member. And Circle of Bosses is Circle of Bosses, Cripple Blood, Cash Over Bitches, Crossing Over Bridges, Conducting Organized Business. That's what we're about. You know what I mean?
It seemed heavily West Coast influence. Now you doing some production now, and as a matter of fact, you hold on real quick. Keep him on it. G, you still on, bro?
I'm here, tapped in.
All right, my man. So it's somebody else mutual out here that definitely, first of all, shout out to Marcus, y'all. Big Daddy Marcus Stokes from Cold Premier is in the building, y'all. We're gonna talk with him. Just check on him, man, see what he been up to, man. He got some things going. But you got a guy that you worked with, man, that's real close to you, man. That as a matter of fact, I'm talking about not just worked with, currently working with. He got nothing but great things to say about your production, man. He decided he wanted to surprise you. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only AB Soul, y'all. Lady Killer. Lady Killer back, y'all.
What's good?
So, hey, what you remember about AK47 back in the dig age, man?
Bro, hey, look. Let me say this. And see, AK he know I know when I say this. Look, man. Hey, the breezeway where courtside was, all the way through the square and up on Skywalk, dude. Those were all battlegrounds. Whether you was rapping, dancing, or singing.
Right.
Hey, let me tell you something, dude. Hey, I done split many brothers' wigs. You know what I'm saying? Right there in front of the Skywalk Theater and Roy Rogers.
Yeah.
Adrian would be a part of the battle with you. I don't know why, but if it's a battle, somehow you're gonna find Adrian down in the middle of it. Never scared.
Man.
Right.
But see, we all bred. I mean, it's that 513 thing, man. I mean, we can't explain that. You know what I'm saying? Like we got that never say die, and bro, we gonna do it until our last breath.
Right.
So what you remember about? See, AK, man. I don't know, man. I don't want to put you on the spot, but bro, I wish you could give us get a crowd a little sample of that machine gun you come with, man. Now maybe you done got a little older on us, eh? Maybe that.
Hey, 50 ain't nothing but time, my nigga.
There you go.
50 ain't nothing but time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. But before you do that, AK, before you do that, I want to bring in another legend because he was around too. Y'all might know him for Big Daddy Marcus. He was our KC. He was our Bobby Brown and Cole Premier. Ladies and gentlemen, Big Daddy Marcus Stokes, y'all.
What's happening? What's happening?
What's happening?
I'm here, man. I'm in the building, baby. You heard me? You heard me? Yeah, what's going on, baby? How y'all doing?
Good, hey, bro. Man. Hey, this is a blessing, Marcus. I know you remember AK47, baby.
Oh, for sure. You better know I know. You heard? You know I know it. Rock shit. You heard? That's how we get out. 513, like he said.
So I see my man Fresh checked in, and I'm seeing Wig Splitter. Who would be able to take that the claim of that name, the Wig Splitter?
Oh, that's me.
I mean, man,
that's me. That's Mr. My mind telling me no. Now going to that.
Gotta flip the game, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. They thought I was gonna come out with a fade and some motherfucking waves, nigga. Hell nah.
You know it.
So what you been up to, Big Daddy?
Oh man, you know me, man. I'm still working hard, man. Trying to make it happen, man. You know I'm in the industry either way it go, man. I'm working on this comedy shit, bro. You know what I mean? I'm putting it on the line, all on the line right now. You know, I'm still in my music. You know what I'm saying? Me and my brother T.Rob, we still got some things rocking. You know, we all in our bag right now. We trying to get in our bag. That's where we at right now. He got his thing rocking.
Hey, do you think we'll ever seriously be able to get a co-premier reunion, man?
Of course I do. You already know that. That ain't even no question.
Big Daddy Marcus said it. Do you think we can get Felony Loc and my man AB Soul at the festival, man? For the legends.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Can we get Cobb? Yeah. Can we get Cobb? Can we get COB in the house, man? If we do, I know you heard about the show that we working on right now, the whole local legend festival. Yeah. We're gonna format it like that. It's gonna be like
my first time hearing about it. I go parts like an old Chevy. You understand?
Hey, check it out. We gonna put this whole city on fire, bro. You heard me? When this shit right here drop, it's going down. The whole city. We ain't finna go to Hollywood and none of that. We finna bring all that shit right here. You heard me?
Right.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we definitely gonna do it. We gonna, Marcus said it, whether he's drunk or not right now. He said it. 18 minutes. So we gonna definitely do that. Yo, AB, I appreciate you for coming on. Yo, Felony, tell us what's coming up, what's going on, where the people can find you, your new singles. Give us all the tea, man.
Hey, you can find me on all streaming platforms. Every last one of them, you can find me. You can find me on YouTube Music, all of that. You know what I mean?
How do they find you?
You can find me on all social media under Felony Loc. Find me on Instagram, Felony Loc _COB, and it's the same for Twitter.
Right on. Well,
we got my project about to drop. Memoirs of a Rider. That's gonna be a EP series, fully produced by me. You understand? And we gonna get it in. We got some COB projects coming up. And I do want to bring somebody in here though.
Well, who you got? Cool? If I can get them in the green room, unless you got them on the phone or you that got them with you, most definitely. Because before we get out of here, we love a surprise, bro. Because we on our way down the train to the exit lane.
Okay.
Give
There
it,
he is.
give it just a second,
Ralph
and
Trashman.
give him a second to go ahead and click
Can't
in.
get Ralph out of his head.
Hey, mine neither though, Marcus.
Hey,
Look at my head too.
what felony? Who we got on the line?
I'm just give him a second to click in because I just texted him.
Bam. They
You
me
got an
All right, they
nigga,
just
you got
hit
an
me back. So give him a second to click it, and we're gonna
They got
turn
an
this
Android.
shit up like 10 more minutes.
What did they got? $30 a month.
Hey,
Android.
look, there he is. And Marcus gonna be more. Hey, wherever you start capping. Hey, look. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get DJ Fresh on the last show of the episode, the last show of the season, and then kick it off with him on the top of the season. So we're gonna put that together. So coming in and into the end of the season, I also want to do something where I can get as many legends as I can to get involved on that last season show. And then we kick off the new season because the new season about to be bananas. The whole setting gonna change. It's gonna be something different, y'all. So we getting ready to go at it, and I'm glad that y'all could be a part of this.
Who you say, Who you say, DJ Mess?
DJ freaking Mess. Yeah, you know ready. You know Fresh gonna tell you up. You know Fresh gonna go at you pretty. You know, especially if y'all online together.
Tell that nigga I'm ready. I'm ready for whatever. Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Hey, T.Rob.
Hey, COB.
I'm gonna have y'all too. I got you. Hey, check this out.
Yeah,
I got a special guest. Hey, yo, B-Soul, Big Daddy Marcus, I want y'all to give me a second because I got somebody I'm about to bring out. Don't go nowhere.
Yes, sir.
All right, hey, T.Rob.
Talk to me.
Hey, check and see if you got somebody trying to click in.
I got him on deck. All I need you to do is to set him up, and I'll bring him on.
Okay. Well, check this out, y'all. We're gonna turn this up a whole nother notch. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all know what it is with Circle of Bosses, right? You know this is Circle of Bosses, Ohio, right? So look, I'm gonna bring my homeboy in, man. King Crooked, the general of Circle of Bosses, man. What's happening?
King Crooked, what's happening with you, son?
How y'all
hey,
doing?
Man.
Soot, Crook.
Yo, I love what y'all doing, man, with this whole COB thing, man. I think that type of movement right now is very much needed, man. And y'all out there kicking ass, man. Look at you, man. You smoking on the cabanas, living good on the West Coast. Got the 90-unit apartment building behind you. Which one's yours? Holla at us. Holla at us.
Hey, man, I'm out here actually, bro. I'm in Hawaii right now. You know
Okay. You must be in one of those outriggers right now on the beach.
Nah, you know what? I'm like the beach right there. I don't know. It's just right down the street. You feel me?
Right.
But I'm just in the cut, ducked off. You know what I mean? Having a little cigar real quick. What's good with y'all?
Chilling, man. We got our people, man, tuned in, man. They feeling y'all movement. And I just want to know a little bit about, what we can expect and what the whole COB is about and how big is it, man, right now?
I mean, I know Felony already told you that. But nah, bro. We trying to put out some good music. You know what I mean? Good content, and the concept is just basically finding like-minded individuals that want to see each other win worldwide. You feel me? That's just what we about. You know what I mean? And yeah, man. Felony down there holding it down. He told me to pull up. So here I am, man. I'm live from Hawaii. How's everybody doing?
Word up, man. Word up. So, yo, I caught a thing on YouTube about an event y'all had, and I think it was something involving Dr. Dre. Obviously, there's some affiliation with Dre and COB. If so, what's going down with that?
Man, I've been in the lab doing some things. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, a song got played on the homies live that wasn't supposed to be played, you know what I mean? And that's really what I can really touch on with that as far as that go. But yeah, man, I'm trying to touch all the brilliant people on the West Coast, on the East Coast, Midwest, down South. I'm trying to hit everybody up, man, and work with just brilliant-minded people because I'm doing a brand new album too. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to surround myself with that kind of energy. But Dr. Dre, you know what I mean? That's the GOAT, man, and I really appreciate his willingness. Him being him willing to work with me. You know what I mean? And the Cobb movement, and you know what I mean? It's just dope, man. It's one of those things that you want to check off your bucket list. You know what I mean? As an
Right.
artist to work
Right.
with to work with Dr. Dre, so
Right.
that right there is just a great thing. I'm affiliated with Shady. I'm not on Shady as an artist, but me and Marshall, we really cool, you know what I mean? That's the bro. So, just having Eminem and Dr. Dre and people like that you could go and holler at and work with and get your creative juices flowing with, it's a super blessing, my brother. Super blessing.
Right on. So do word up. Definitely worthy of an applause. Now, is there I know you guys got a project that you got coming out. I know Felony been out promoting. I've seen, like I said, I've seen some of your stuff online, man, and y'all stuff is like I said, the movement it seemed powerful, man, and I'm interested in knowing as well as the people here, where can we find crooked stuff at? Where can we go to check you out online and on IG or whatnot?
You can hit me on IG, man, at King Crooked, KXNG. You know what I'm saying? King Crooked on IG. You can hit me on Twitter at Crooked Intriago. And I just like to talk, man. Talk to the people who love what I love. This rap music, this hip hop culture. You know what I'm saying? So if you hit me, I'm gonna talk back. And you can find me on Facebook, King Crooked. You can go to YouTube and go to Crook's Corner. We had to get a brand new YouTube channel. You know what I mean? So we just now building that one up. But it's Crook's Corner YouTube. If you go to Crook's Corner YouTube, you're gonna see interviews with Royce the 5'9". I sat down and chopped it up with him about his life, his music, Rakim, you know what I'm saying, Black Thought, Joel Ortiz. I'm going to put the Eminem interview back up too. So, and if you just type in Crook's Corner on YouTube, you'll see me interviewing Snoop Dogg, E40, Jermaine Dupri, Tech Nine, Exhibit, just a lot of people, man. We just talking rap and, you know what I mean, and the culture, you feel me?
Shout out to Kansas City, Tech Nine. Yeah, my man Tech Nine doing big things too. Definitely appreciate you, man, and definitely appreciate the unit that y'all got going, man. I look forward to hearing from y'all, hearing more stuff out here, man. And definitely, my man Felony is a legend in the house in the city, and I know he's gonna become a legend with COB. Shout out to Big Daddy Marcus and Cole Premier. Big Daddy, what you got going on before we get out of here?
Before we get out of here, man, hey, I want y'all to tune in on my comedy show, man. Simple As Child, man. You heard me? That's what I'm working on. That's what I'm working with. I'm also writing a book about the Cole Premier story. You heard me? Everybody support me, man. Get on board, man.
I can't wait.
Right.
I can't wait to read that 2-page book.
Actually, it's paid.
Yo, AB Soul, what you got going on, bro? What can we look forward to?
Hey,
hold on. Actually, it's gonna be a page and a half.
Man. Hey, Blue Money Music, man, up and running. We got a Blue Money Music and COB collabo. You know what I'm saying, in the making. So yeah, man, we ready to rock and roll, man. We checking off like Hussein Bolt.
Right on.
Right. Exactly.
And ending off with the guest of honor, my man Felony Loc. Again, we appreciate you, man. We're gonna follow you. Anytime I get content from you, man, I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna do my due diligence to keep the movement going, man. And shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight. Shout out to Maria Burks. Me and Maria went to school from 6th grade to graduating out of high school, man. That's my sister, and I know that's your first cousin. So you already know how it rolls, man. Anybody want shout outs, man, before we get out of here, y'all can let them flow, and we ready to go.
Hey, I want to give a shout out, man, to Cincinnati, man, for supporting the guy, you know what I mean, all these years. You know what I mean?
Right on.
I appreciate the support, man. And COB is here, man, to build and to also educate, man. We keepers of the craft. Hey, yo, Crook, I appreciate you stopping by, cuz I'll call you later. You know what I mean? Or I'll text you later. And we about to make this shit happen.
Yo, I
Right.
appreciate y'all having me, man, and having, time at Felony, man. Push that gas pedal, bro. We gonna support everything you're doing, you know what I mean? COB Ohio, getting it in. And everybody out there, be safe, be healthy. You know, this virus out there, y'all. Protect yourself, protect your energy, you know what I mean? And go get it.
Right on, bro. All right. Be safe out there, man. Enjoy. Kalakawua. All right, man. Hey, as always, it's been great. It's been real. Y'all know how I feel. AK, man, I appreciate you, man. One love, man. And, this ain't over, man. We got a lot to do.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you for having me, man. It's good seeing you again, man, after all this time. It's good. I'm glad you brought the bros in, man. You know what I mean? I appreciate that, man. You know what I mean?
That's what it's about.
May we go ahead and bring this city back, you know what I mean, to the level and the state that it used to be in, you know what I mean? Because, at one time, Cincinnati was the major factor in the music industry. I don't care what nobody say. Funk came from here. Funk inspired everybody else. You understand what I'm saying? The original city of funk, and we're going to do it until they smell it. You feel me?
Yes, sir. Hey, one love, man. I'm at you. And G-Son got 60 seconds. G-Son, you got 60 seconds to get your shout out.
What's happening, man? 513 to sending minds out to everybody out there. One love all the time. Check out the freegiproject.org. We're going to take on the biggest gang in California, LAPD. Checkmate. April.
Enough said, roster. Yo, and I'll be at you. Hit me up later, man. Hit me up later. It's all one love, man. Again, thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. We'll talk later on tonight. Hit me back again when you get some time. Yep. So, yo, thank each and every one of y'all again for showing up to enjoy this evening with me. Like I said, we are coming upon now taking in consideration that this is something that started, in November, and my goal was to be able to bring, just knowledge to you guys about people that was once doing, the music thing at its highest. We wasn't just, when I say local legends, don't get it twisted. Don't think that these guys wasn't leaving outside of the home and making things happen. It's just that they made an impact locally as well, and more so locally than probably outside. And then some of us made impacts outside of home. But the fact of the matter still remained that we built the legacy, for our generation in our era, which was called really the late 80s to the 90s. Like, we built a music unity in that city that will forever be, stamped. And that's something that I'm glad to be a part of. I'm glad to know a lot of my brothers who are part of that. And like I said, my final episode for the season, I'm hoping to do something a little different. I'm hoping to get a lot of the guys involved. I definitely want to sit down, and chop it up with some key people that I haven't talked to yet, so we can get our little, lingo going, because I already know Nesh ready to go at it with me, so let's do this. Anyhow, again, thank y'all for showing up. I'm straight up one love from my heart to y'all. Cincinnati, Dayton, Chicago, I know I got Virginia, LA, New York, Miami. I know all of y'all in the house. I got nothing but love for you. Atlanta, what up, Carl? Thanks for coming in, bro. Judy Jones, thanks for showing up. Where you at, Mildred? If you was in the house, I know you showed up. Thank you, too. Who else out here that I want to say what's happening to? Definitely thank you, James. DJ Fresh Brown in the house, who came through like a thief in the night and was about to go at it again with Big Daddy Marcus, because that's what they do. Believe me, if them two got on this show, it would be nothing but that. Nothing but it. But definitely want to thank everybody again for showing up and showing out with me. And as always, man, say less, do more. If you think it, you can do it. If you see it being done in your head, then all you got to do is act out what you're seeing, as long as it makes sense. So never, never, never give up. Never let nobody tell you that age, finance, where you're located at could stop you, because the only thing that could stop you is you. I can assure you that. Trust and believe that, no matter how old you are. Yeah. So we're going to get up out of here. And as always, I'm going to leave y'all with a little sham. B, you cool, man? You ready to get back to your bottle? I already know, man. Go easy on. Yeah, there he is. Yep, there he is. He ready to get back to the bottle. He got one hand in front of the camera, the other hand in front of the bottle. So again, man, I just want to thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. And know that in our new season, we coming with the sauce, man. We're gonna come with it and we're gonna make it happen. Again, thank you. I appreciate you. I love you.
Growing up right here in Cincinnati, he moved out west to pursue his...
Growing up in Tri-State, a man who got his big break in the mid-'90s singing with Warner Brothers.
Native has made a name for himself in the entertainment.
T.Rob Robinson grew up in Over the Rhine and went on to become a recording artist with the group Cold Premier.
A Tri-State native who made a name for himself in the music industries and movies, too.
From Step by Step here, we got Tony Robinson.
Yes, I'm good, bro.
He is the quiet giant. T.Rob, y'all. Give it up for him right here. Man.
T.Rob himself.
T.Rob.
Joining me is T.Rob.
T.Rob.
And a local raised in Over the Rhine puts his story on the big screen.
T.Rob, all right, man. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Appreciate you coming in.
Hey, everybody.
Thank you.
About to go do it.
Are you excited?
I am, really.
You happy to be home?
I am.
Yeah.
It's truly
Okay, cool. Robinson grew up in Over the Rhine and went on to become a recording artist with the group Cold Premier. His life has been extraordinary, and he's making a documentary about it, with much of it shot right here in Cincinnati. And Tony's here. Thanks so much for coming in.
He's starting to shoot a film.
Is shooting a documentary about his life, and some of the filming is being done right here in Cincinnati.
And now Tony Robinson is telling us his story through a documentary film he's producing called The Quiet Giant.
Documentary, break it all down.
I love that this movie, The Quiet Giant, it not only chronicles your life, your connections, and how you facilitated other careers, but this is a launching pad.
I want to bring the celebrities here. I want to bring the event here. That's why I want to get with the mayor and some other, powers that are here in the city, and come together and make this event happen, because I think it could be really good for the city.
All right, well, we look forward to seeing this documentary, and you say you're going to bring it back and premiere it here in Cincinnati this summer?
The premiere of the movie, which I'm going to bring back here, I'm bringing the celebrities to the city, you know what I mean? So, Mayor, get at me. I want to get with the mayor.
A little swag? I see something over here. Let's see here if I got a little swag.
Say why I take from Cold Premier, y'all. This is the official T.Rob, the Quiet Giant hoodie.
And the proceeds from this go to...
It's going to the Children's Medical Center for asthma. Yeah. And I've been getting a lot of great responses on these sweatshirts and hoodies. I got various colors. You can go to my website and get you one.
Follow T.Rob.
Proceeds are going to the Children's Medical Center for asthma. So I'm about it.
You got to visit with some kids at Children's Hospital, and you're moving these T-shirts, but you're moving them for a cause.
They are very special to me, and they represent what I represent, which is my city.
In a second, so sorry. Don in the back. Nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you. Good luck with everything, and I'll be back when the movie's all done.
Thank you.
T.Rob, it's been such a pleasure to meet you. I watched some of the film online, the part that you've released so far. It looks great. It's fascinating stuff. I love that you love your city. Look at you with your shirt.
I've been getting a lot of love on my hoodies and the shirt. And we about to get it. Tony's whole motivation wasn't chick, it wasn't female. Let me tell you that. Tony was trying to fulfill his new vision fantasy. This is what we have here. We have to see the superstars of tomorrow and today coming together in Cincinnati to bring a positive reaction here.
Absolutely. Now, one of the things that we've been talking about with all the racial unrest, specifically in the city, is how exactly do we bring our city together? And if people have one common thread, I think that is, music. Music is universal. It transcends language. It transcends race. It transcends different ideology. Music has always been a common thread for people. So in that way, I think you're really doing something positive. And have you thought about that in terms of that, too? Because your CD is multicultural.
Right. Well, like I said before, and I say again, when we started this program, it was not based around the crisis here in Cincinnati or the problems that occurred recently. It was me being from Cincinnati and getting into the industry at an early age. In the early 90s, I was with a group called Cold Premier, and we got signed to Warner Brothers and went on to Los Angeles. And from there, I pretty much lived in Los Angeles for the last 10 years and recently came home and felt that with all of the knowledge that I've occurred in the business and all the experience that I was fortunate enough to experience, it wouldn't do me any good just sitting in LA when I'm from here, and I know the students are kids here
needs an avenue. So that's basically my whole purpose, was to come here and make an avenue for the kids and make an avenue for entertainers.
Brought to you by Quiet Giant. Say less, do more.